While arcade-based rhythm games are the pinnacle of the genre in terms of control methods, production values, and song lists, there are many other ways to play rhythm games these days. Home ports of arcade rhythm games are becoming somewhat more common again, and even ports to mobile systems like the Switch give rhythm games new life. But today we're going all the way to the other side of the proverbial gaming spectrum, mobile gaming. Mobile rhythm games have found a niche community, and some of them have production values on par with other home or arcade rhythm games. Let's take some time to look at some mobile rhythm games you should try in 2020. Some side notes. First, I haven't played every mobile rhythm game, so I know I'm missing some notable ones. A quick shout out to Demo and the mobile version of Groove Coaster. I haven't played either of them enough to give a solid ranking of them, but I know they have player bases and are popular amongst their communities. Second, I'm purposely leaving out games like Bang Dream and Love Live School Idol Festival. Bang Dream for me especially is a guilty pleasure, but when making this list I was aiming for more traditional rhythm games with more traditional business models, since those will likely cross over to fans of other rhythm games. So nothing on those, they're just not on this list. Number 5. Nyan FM. Nyan FM is a port of the arcade game of the same name. While the arcade game features 5 rubbery buttons to smash your hands against, Nyan FM Mobile takes a much more traditional approach, either allowing for lane tapping or a digital version of the arcade controller layout that you hit with your fingers instead of your whole hand. When playing with the digital controller, it's extremely fun. The charts make you work your hands around the controller in flashy ways, and the controls are surprisingly responsive for a mobile rhythm game. The game has a large amount of songs, over 150, some of which are well-known licensed EDM tracks from labels like Monster Cat. All of them can be played for free if you're willing to watch ads. The progression system of the game, that being leveling up, is not time-gated at all. As long as you have the credits to play, paid or not, you can progress toward unlocking more songs. The game features some fun gimmick charts that are really flashy and fun to play, and the game has a wide range of difficulties for beginners or pro players. It even features a sort of hard meter in the form of Pro Mode where you recover no life after missing. This makes the game harder but enables a tighter perfect window, allowing for higher scores. In my opinion, the only real drawbacks are that the auto-sync timing window can be a little jank at times, and it's definitely possible to occasionally lose a credit to a bad timing window. In addition, the game doesn't get much support these days, but the game is still stocked full of content and is a blast to play. It's a great port of a fun arcade game. Number 4. Nota. Nota is a spinning rhythm game. Yeah, let's go with that. The gameplay takes place on a large wheel with a panning camera based on what song is being played. With the tap, slide, hold, and swipe notes, it's a fun yet challenging gameplay style with a lot of variety. The game itself has some nice theming with a nicely drawn art style and a decent little story to go with it. Each song has challenges, encouraging you to try different things with each song. The song selection itself is a bit more varied than just the high-energy EDM we usually see in the genre. Some lighter piano and orchestral tracks pace the game really well and are very enjoyable to listen to. Overall, the whole gimmick of the game is very fun and unique. When the playfield really gets moving, it can be very fun to try and keep up, and there's some real challenge to be had here. The only thing I don't really love about Nota is that the progression to unlock songs in the story mode can sometimes be a little cryptic. I like knowing exactly how to unlock the songs. The base game itself has a lot of content, but there are some paid expansions you can get with new story as well, so you can either play only the free content or go really deep for a full experience with the expansions. Number 3. Voas. Voas is a pretty unique rhythm game. The gameplay follows the trend of vertically scrolling rhythm games, but all the tracks the notes come down on are able to move. This combined with slide, tap, hold, and flick notes create a very flashy and interactive rhythm game experience, and learning how the chart moves is just as important as learning the note patterns. The game itself is themed pretty well, having some light story elements and a very clean, light UI. There are loads of songs in the game with plenty of variety, featuring lighter piano tracks all the way to shrans and other Japanese hardcore. Beyond that, though, the gameplay is just so enjoyable and solid that it really just outshines the rest of the game's features and presentation. Voas is just very fun to play. Experiencing the way each chart plays and moves around is a great time, and there's loads to sink your teeth into. A good amount of the game's content is also free, and completing certain challenges grants the player unlock keys to use on whatever songs they would like to unlock. Sadly, you don't get too many of those keys, and buying individual songs can get expensive, as there are a lot of them. Luckily, in the last year or two, they did start introducing song packs, which feel a bit better for this type of game. The only other thing I really want to note here is that depending on the device you use, the game can sometimes have weird sync issues with timing. Nothing unplayable, but you may have to make some offset adjustments or try a few different mobile devices if you have them to find the right fit. Number 2, Cytus 2. The original Cytus was pretty popular when it came out a few years ago. It features a unique gameplay style somewhat opposite of traditional rhythm games. Instead of the notes moving toward a strike line, the strike line moves up and down, passing over the notes. When the line passes over a note, you tap, slide, hold, or slice to the beat of the song. The line will move faster or slower depending on the BPM of the song, and the higher speed songs can get wicked fast. The game itself has a fantastic presentation with a pretty interesting futuristic story. You unlock more songs by playing songs written by the different musical performers of the universe, and there's a good amount of character building and mystery involved, making it a pretty decent story overall for a rhythm game. The only real problem I have with Cytus 2 is that sometimes the songs can take a bit long to unlock, and some require playing tons of songs from multiple of the game's characters just to get the story to advance and unlock the next song. In addition, the songs in the game are entirely attached to the characters, meaning you buy new characters to get new songs. The characters can get a little expensive, but they did just cut the price on the first set of characters that were released, so those are a bit more reasonable now in terms of mobile game pricing. Overall, a great experience and a really fun mobile rhythm game. Number 1, Archaea. Archaea is easily the most comprehensive rhythm game on mobile. The gameplay is about as close to Sound Voltex as you can get without actually playing it. There are 4 standard lanes for the typical rhythm game notes. There's also a sky note field for hitting notes placed above the regular play field. And finally, there are laser objects similar to that seen in Sound Voltex, except tracked with your fingers rather than an analog knob. All these combined together make a fast and fun rhythm game experience where you'll be working your hands all over your respective device. The game features story elements, fantastic character designs, and loads of fun charts chock full of content to enjoy. It also features a great selection of artists, many who are prominently featured in other arcade rhythm games like LAR and DJ Grimoire. A good amount of the songs in the base game can be unlocked for free, and the game is still being updated today with new songs to unlock and new song packs to buy. My biggest complaint about Archaea is the energy system. Unlocking songs involves progressing along maps, and to do that you have to use energy that recharges in real time to play songs. If you're not planning on paying to refill your energy, it can take a long time to get through some of the maps. Sometimes even songs you've bought in a pack have to be unlocked this way, though it's rare. The higher level the character you're using, and depending on the character itself, the faster you make progress on the map. This is good, but leveling up the character enough to grind through maps effectively can take a while. In terms of the setup of the actual rhythm game portion, the difficulty curve is a bit goofy. When you get near the high end, it gets really top heavy. Some 9s are easy, some 9s are hard, and 9+ and 10s are miles harder than any of the 9s. I personally think they should expand the difficulty scale at the top end, but that's a minor complaint. Overall though, the game is a fantastic experience for one on a mobile device, and I'd highly suggest giving it a try. In the past few years, more and more rhythm games are released, and on many different platforms. Finding the one that suits you can be tricky, but hopefully with this and my arcade rhythm games ranking video, you can find one suited for you. I also hope to make a list of good home rhythm game releases as well, after I get a bit more experience with them to round out this set of videos. Taking a look at a list of mobile rhythm games shows that the genre itself is very adaptable and can be experienced on a wide range of devices and control methods. Exploring these different playstyles can be very interesting, so jump in and start tapping those notes. Thanks for watching, and thank you guys so much for 100 subscribers. Check out my Twitter and my Twitch, links are in the description below. You can also check out my Patreon if you want to support my content. If you like this video, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.